Hello everyone, we have another problem here called article views 1. It has a table called views and it has 4 columns. So the problem statement says there is no primary key, which means there is no column with unique values. And for that reason, the table may have duplicate rows. Each row of this table indicates some viewer viewed an article written by some author on some date. So if we look at the example table, article 1 was written by an author who has an author ID of 3, and it was viewed by someone with an viewer ID of 5. It says, note that equal author ID and viewer ID indicate the same person. So basically, this author ID of 4 and the viewer ID of 4 actually represents the same person. So what they asked us to do is we have to write a solution to find all the authors that viewed at least one of their own articles. And we have to return the result table sorted by ID in ascending order. So let's get started. We'll begin by saying select, and we want to select author ID. But we want to select author ID as ID because they asked us to return the result table sorted by ID. So we'll use the as keyword and we'll say ID. And here we have to actually take distinct author IDs. Why is that? That's because the problem statement says we have to find all the authors that viewed at least one of their own articles. So an author might view their own article multiple times, but we don't need to count that, or we don't need to consider how many times they viewed their own articles. We just need one instance and we'll just count that instance. So we'll go for select distinct author ID as ID. And which table do you want to select this from? We want to select this from the views table. Now we have to write the conditions, and the condition is that here the author ID and the viewer ID will be the same. So the same person who wrote the article has viewed the article. So we'll say where author ID is equals to viewer ID. And then we want to order it. So we'll use the order by, and we want to order it by ID. So if we run this, it has been accepted. But there is another way. Actually, we could use the group by method, and using the group by method is actually more popular, and recruiters actually expect you to use group by more often, because if we use group by, we can use the aggregate functions such as sum or count. So group by is a better approach, and in terms of efficiency, this solution and if we used group by, those two solutions don't really have much difference. So if we want to use group by, we'll remove distinct, and the rest of it is actually fine. And after we write the conditions, we'll simply say group by, and we want to group by author ID, and then we'll just order by ID. So here we did not really use any aggregate function, but group by is still very helpful, because group by helps us to return one row per group. So there might be multiple instances or rows where the author viewed their own article, and by using group by, only one of those instances will be picked up. So let's run this. And yeah, so that's how we solve this problem.